Well,
Okay.
hello everybody. Whoever's going to come and join us, we're going to have a bit of a chat tonight about a few different things. And the first thing that I wish to bring up is, why did God, or so-called God, create confusion? I mean, he's supposed to be all inspiring, all creating, lovable, what the fuck ever, and yet he created confusion on purpose. Sal, give me a reason why.
Hey, how's it, guys? Thanks, me pets, for throwing me into the deep end with this profound
Anytime.
question. I don't know. It's look, in my personal opinion, man created God in man's image. So obviously,
Yes,
because man is confused, therefore God has to be confused. I don't know. What do you think?
I agree. Men are always confused.
Oh my
They
goodness.
they
I
always
don't
need a woman to tell them
hashtag not all.
how not to how not to be confused. I live alone for a reason.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
but I mean, yeah, but you do get a lot of the Christians and other religious types of people, suggesting that we were made in God's image. But I do agree with you that man made God in man's image, because let's be honest, the Bible is all made up fucking stories. So yeah, it's a bit of a turnabout, isn't it?
Yeah, it
We
contradicts
say that God
itself.
made man in his image because we made God in our image. So,
Yes,
and
and
because we
God.
made God, he says that we're in his image, but we made him in our image, so he's in our image. It's
And
around
that's
a
why you can make God do or say or think or feel anything that the way we handle situations, we make God handle those situations that way. Like in the Bible, for example, when God gets angry, he kills a bunch of people. Don't people do that also? And also, what I find is that the a lot of the conspiracies, the underlying conspiracies, like flat Earth, um, they say that we are hiding the flat Earth from them because we are trying to hide the Creator.
Yes,
But
yes.
as mere mortals,
Well,
what
speak for
chance do
yourself, but
we?
yeah,
Yeah, okay, yeah, you are
I am
transcendent
eternal.
of space and time, but us mere mortals, the ones that we don't live forever, we don't have omniscience or omnipotence or any of those things that are assigned to a god. And yeah, no, we don't have it, but we are up against this almighty being, the creator of the entire thing, and we can stand up to it. I don't think so. If whichever God wants to do whatever it wants and it has all this power, who are we to stand up against it? But then there is no real evidence, like if you use the scientific method, you cannot really test for God unless the person who is making the claims actually makes specific claims. then you can say, oh, but in reality, this is what is happening. You cannot, put that on a God, because that's a natural process.
Yeah. I did hear something today that in one of the states, I don't know, America's all fucking dumb to me, you know that, but in one of the states, they've now got, if a school is donated a sign that says "In God We Trust," the school has to display it. So there was a group of people sent signs saying "In God We Trust" to one of the local schools. It was written in Arabic, and it actually said "In Allah We Trust," because that's how "In God We Trust" is written in Arabic. And they have to put them up because that's the local legislature.
So obviously
I thought that was just fucking hilarious. Sorry.
I think so. And besides, most countries weren't really Christian. Christianity was introduced to these places. Christianity is not really popped up by itself. Nobody got information that was weaved into the fabric of the universe or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, I'm
Carl.
not saying that there is no God. That would be, not the correct thing to say. But
I agree.
For me, in my almost half a century on this earth,
no comment.
Not that I have not tried, and if you're saying this thing about Islam, in Allah we trust, then in the Quran, it's actually God makes you do or not do whatever. So if you don't believe in God in that scenario, then God made you not believe in him.
There you go. That's actually quite good. Didn't even think of that.
Yeah, God made you, so he knows everything about you. And if you're going to end up not believing in him, then whose fault is that?
He already knows that you're not going to believe in him.
Yes, and he does nothing to
stop you not believing in him.
You. Yes.
Hell yes.
Oh.
That is a really, really good arguing point. I like it.
You see Bobby is in the chat. Hey,
yes, I did see Bobby in the chat. And Carl. Yeah, I know.
Hi, sorry, yes. I wasn't looking. I was just
I know you weren't.
Usual.
I've been flirting with Bobby and,
I see that. Thank goodness he's so far away from you. Hey, he's not getting away from me that easily. I asked my kid yesterday. I phoned them last night, and I asked my kid, "What you doing on the weekend?" And he said, "I'm gonna watch the rugby." And now I see Australia beat the Springboks 25-17. So shame for my baby.
Oh dear. Well, Australia, we are a sports loving country.
Yes. But I used to be a sports loving person, but with all the politics embroiled in my country, I stopped caring, basically.
Yeah, once they started doing especially like in the soccer and in the cricket, when they started, match fixing and all that sort of shit that went on back in the sort of the 80s and the 90s was specifically bad. it just just turns you off even bothering. It's just like, well, why bother if the participants of the sport don't even give a shit about the sport? It just comes down to money. Then it's
and
not worth playing.
sportsmanship. I
Yeah.
feel I'm more for sportsmanship and, for the love of the game. In South Africa,
Yeah.
we really do say for the love of the game. But these people who are actually in the sport, I've lost respect for a lot of sports, a lot of,
Yeah.
athletes and those types of people. Yeah, Carl says
Yeah.
unsportsman. Oh,
Oh, hey, Gregory.
unsportsman. Thanks for writing unsportsmanship, by the way. Unsportsmanlike behavior is what turns me off games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why the hell, if you really love the game, why do you need to cheat to win? And, it's not about winning or losing, it's about how you play the game.
Exactly. I tell my kids, and my grandkids that it's. I've got one grandson in particular who is the worst loser. I mean, he will just. I'm not joking. He's terrible. My son used to be really bad, and like literally, you'd throw a game just so that he didn't lose. Do you know what I mean? Like I couldn't be bothered. I would lose just so that I didn't have to put up with him losing. It was, and now like it's not his kid, it's my daughter's son, but oh my God, he just is such a terrible loser. And it's like you've got to learn that the world isn't against you, darling, but sometimes you've got to lose. And you've got to be
Yes.
gracious at it. It's like the world isn't against you. I mean, it's against me. We all know that. The technological world anyway. But, you've got to accept losing with winning. You can't win all the time, but you don't have to be an asshole loser. And just
Also,
walk
if you
it
don't,
and run down the hall and slam the door. Oh, it's not fair. Yeah, well, too fucking bad. Who said life
what do
was
you mean
fair?
it's not fair? Nobody wins all the time. Nobody loses all the time. And if you are, if you don't fail at something, how are you going to learn where you are going wrong? You can't cheat to win. I'd rather be a loser than a cheater. Oh, here we
Yeah.
go. Flat Earth has been brought into the conversation. Flatzoid.
Oh, God. That person, Mr. Gregory, I don't know. Oh, he went trophy hunting for Jesus. Oh, my God.
Oh, somebody has just joined us.
Oh, have they?
Uh-huh.
Ooh. Oh, it's Jin. Dinks you. How are you
Welcome.
doing?
Welcome to my Scream Angry, damn it.
I can hear, but I'm not sure I'm actually being heard.
You're very quiet, but I can hear you.
Let me see what I can.
I said speak up, damn it. No, I'm
Speak
joking.
up.
Feeling kind of feisty. That's why I named the thing Scream Angry.
So that means we can get to scream about anything.
Mipet, as my friend, you know the topic that's off limits, but go for it.
Which topics? Oh, no, we don't have to talk about flat idiots that are stupid.
Okay, so I want to.
Carl speaks up when he's lying down, apparently.
Okay, guys, I want to read this thing that I came across on, Facebook.
Okay, guys.
Oh, we have an echo
I got
and a
it.
delay.
Not me.
I started the stream to see who the hell was in the chat, and I took care of it.
Okay.
Oh.
It was Jin's fault. Okay, Sal, go.
Obviously, girls aren't blamed for anything these days, are they?
Exactly. Bloody man, I
Okay.
tell you.
Hey, they don't get bloody.
You're a pain in the ass, but you love us.
Not unless Lorena Bobbitt's around. Sorry, Jin.
We're a pain in the ass, but you
Guys.
love us any damn way.
Okay, sorry, Sal, go for it.
I'm about fed up with globers. They do not understand how the world works. They only regurgitate lies and blame everything on gravity. Gravity does not exist. It's a made-up theory to explain why things fall. It's the only thing we use to cover up the absurd lie that we live on a globe. It's made of 95% dark matter. It cannot be proven in any way, shape, or form. It's a hoax. The real reason things fall is because of incoherent electrostatic acceleration. Thank you so much for playing. What?
Well, why is it incoherent? Why can't it be coherent?
I don't know. Gravity is... Like, what do you mean you are fed up with globers? Oh, I have been doing my research for 4 years now.
Okay, this is the bit where you get to scream, Sal. Go for it.
You see, Jin couldn't even type properly because he says Carl Edwards. How owing? Not how's it going? How owing?
His D was stolen.
My D was stolen by flat earthers. No, I'm being serious,
Gregory,
guys.
yes. Electrostatic, yeah. Good old Sparky needs to pop out a bit more when it comes to flat earthers. I agree.
No, flat earthers, hey. I just tell them, okay, you don't like, the way things get done now, then get off the internet, stop using your tablet, stop driving your car, stop taking hot showers or whatever, stop buying soap and toothpaste, and move to a cave. Go and live like the people were living 40,000 years ago.
Yeah. No fucking bows and arrows. You got to make those out of fucking... Well, they didn't really have bows and arrows, did they?
No, they sharpened the points of sticks.
A stick, yeah. That's about it. Or they had a stone that they hit you over the head with, maybe. Like an animal, I meant.
And a rock.
Yeah.
No,
I could only imagine what they had actually...
You can't use our advances to say that...
I was just going to say the animals would be smarter than the fucking people. If they just had rocks and fucking sticks. Sorry.
You see, Gregory Nitsky, that's not a nice thing to say, okay? Boobs sag because of gravity. Everything drops because of gravity. Do you guys see my avatar? That's gravity.
Yes, and I agree, Carl. They are smarter. Animals don't have wars, but they are very territorial. So
gotta protect them women's.
They do have confrontations.
They do. Oh, Mipet, did you like my photo of the ISS?
Oh, I did. Yes. Sal caught the ISS. So proud.
That was so awesome. I saw it start in the west northwest, and I saw it go right over, over from one horizon to the other horizon. And I saw again, I'm going to see it on the 3rd and 4th of September. I'm going to try and get it again. I can't wait because, space is fake and the ISS is in the atmosphere and all sorts of nonsense. Oh, thank you, Carl. I'm really trying. I have been slacking off a little bit, not with my observations though. I've been doing my observations, but I just haven't been posting it on YouTube as often as I did before because, lo and behold, I got a job.
She's a working girl. Oh, no, that probably doesn't sound really good, a working girl.
Yeah.
She works in a job girl, not as in stands on the corner as a working girl.
I got no problems with those girls, though. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
She's not a working girl. She's employed.
What was
Sorry,
that, Jim?
Jim?
She's not a working girl. She's employed.
I'm employed.
Yeah, that's right. She is employed. Good one.
Yes, I'm an employed girl now. It's very nice. I work from 7 to 5. Oh, I'm off today. That's why we are doing this. It's my weekend off. So.
And I've been off for years, so we fit.
Yeah, but your
really well.
off and my off are not the same off, okay?
Is that mentally? I've been off forever.
Yeah, I've just been off forever. It could have happened when I accidentally hit my head with the head of a hammer flew off the actual, like, the handle bit. The head flew off it and hit me in my head. So that could have something to do with the way I am. Do you think?
That gives new meaning to the phrase flying off the handle.
Yes. Yes, but that also, like, explains my weird way that I am.
Oh, Greg, I wish it was. Hey, Steaming Cup of Reason is in the chat.
Oh,
hello.
Hey, Jeff. Long time no talk, he sees.
Yeah. Gregory, it's not a tender. I wish it was, because then I'd just get free money and run away with it, because, that's what tenders are for. But no, I went and got myself a real job. Damn it.
Yes. It's an hourly thing. That makes it just sound worse. Sorry, Sal,
yes,
I'm trying.
Yes,
I'm trying.
Stop flying off the handle, me pets.
I need the head. I need the head flying off the handle. It's
That's very, very bad. And Heat Shield is in the chat. Hello.
Oh, welcome, Heat Shield. Well, I actually found out a very interesting thing about dragonflies. Would you like me to tell you? It's exciting, you know me. Anything dragon in it, I've got to know about it. Well, female dragonflies will fake their own deaths to avoid mating with unwanted males. Now, how smart is that for a female?
Well, they don't beat a praying mantis who eats the man after doing the deed. So, you want to have a competition?
Well, I just think that sort of is quite cool that, no, I can't be bothered tonight. I'm just going to play dead over here. Just fuck off and go disturb someone else, I can just picture that. Sorry. I just thought that was hilarious. But yes, no, I kind of like the spiders that, a quick nookie and then, then dinner time. It's quite, it's instead of buying a pizza afterwards, you just go, oh, well, I'll just have you for dinner, seeing as you're already here.
Yeah. Who needs to go look for food? That is so lame.
He'll never know because he's snoring.
Oh, dear.
How many of the insect species where the female takes his penis with him? With her. Excuse me.
I don't know how many.
Two. Too feckin' many to count.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, Greg's just put in the chat, a duck has fake vaginas due to them being raped or reaped. Is that supposed to be that? Yeah. Which word? I'm not sure.
You had it right the first time.
Okay, so
there is a species of maybe like groundhogs or some kind of creature that like that. The whole species is female. There are no male of that species, and they can reproduce. Whatever their needs are is being met by nature. They don't need the male of their species.
See, I always told you men were a fucking pain in the ass and we really could live without them.
No.
Oopsie, did I say that out loud? I didn't mean it.
We have only males listening to us right now.
I know, and that's why I didn't mean it, because to be honest, I mean, where would we be without men? Couldn't screw that screw in and couldn't push that plug into that hole or,
Wow.
Mow the lawn when it's 43 degrees C out there. It's only dead grass anyway.
Oh my goodness, guys. I thought we were going to scream angry about flat earthers and their idiocy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, we can do that too.
Tangents. I'm sorry.
Okay, flat earth. Oh, well, they're just so fucking dumb. What real stupidity have I heard from flat earth recently?
Beetlejuice is going supernova right now.
Oh, yes, you were saying.
It. Yes.
So how long will that last for though, Sal? Like, is it going to be over a load of years that it's going to be slowly happening? Or is it going to be like a few months and it's just going to go sort of like go bang flash and over a few months and it's gone?
From what I understand, when Beetlejuice goes supernova, it will be visible in the daytime to us. That's how bright it's going to be.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So they're waiting for it. But, Beetlejuice is like a cool couple of light years away from us. I think I even have a note here of how far it is. Beetlejuice is, let me just check here, 642 light years away. So that means that this has happened already for Beetlejuice. I'm not sure, because you know how light works. It takes, hi, my mom bakes cakes. It takes however long, like the closest star to our star is Alpha Centauri. And that's 3.7 light years, which means the light that we are seeing now was emitted 3.7 years ago. And that's how light works. So if Beetlejuice is 642 light years away from us, and that's how long, the light takes to reach us. That means a minimum of 642 years ago, this phenomenon started happening the star. Yeah.
Yeah. And I did read today, I mean, I think it was from a couple of days ago now, but they've just found a water world about 100 light years away.
I saw that.
Yes. I think that's awesome.
I think so.
A whole water world. It's all covered in water.
Yeah.
We could send Kevin Costner and get him to check it out.
Okay. I'll get a hold of him. I'll send him an email and tell him to work on that. Get his ass over there right now. It'll only take you 100 years to get there. Or whatever.
100
traveling at the speed of light.
Yeah, 100 light years. Yeah, exactly.
But there's cool stuff out there, absolutely cool stuff out there. And then people want to tell us space is fake or there's a bloody dome. Don't you just love the dome idea? I mean, we've got Voyager that has left, the parameters of our solar system and is officially in interstellar space.
Yeah, we've got both of the Voyagers are out in interstellar space now, aren't they?
Yeah. And Mariner 10. Mariner 10 is also on its way out, just, aimlessly, well, not aimlessly, but wandering out there. And also there's the one that they sent to Mercury also is still, like orbiting in Mercury's orbit. It's like sort of like lost. We've got lots and lots of craft out there that has surpassed the atmosphere of the Earth. Godless sewing. Hey, my friend, how's it going? Welcome to my channel. Godless Sewing is Purple's friend.
Yeah. I also read something that one of Mars's, I think it's Mars, one of Mars's moons going to impact Mars in a really bad way, but we don't have to worry about it because it's not going to happen for 3 billion years or something. So I thought, well, that's, given me a lot of comfort that I don't have to worry about that. Why the hell they bother to tell someone that, oh, look out, the moon's going to smash into Mars. And then I read it and I was quite disappointed that it wasn't our moon to start with, that it was, just some little lump of rock that was going to just accidentally bump into Mars. I mean, I was quite disappointed. But yeah, apparently, in a few million years, there we go. Yes, I agree, Gregory, it is going to still be a mess. But yeah, Carl, I'm going to panic ahead of time. Yeah, I know. It's much more fun that way, isn't it?
Much, much more fun. I mean, the Earth... Jin, you got to talk louder. We cannot hear you at all.
I got to figure out. So the Martian moon is going to be a harbinger of the sun going supernova?
Ooh, that could be good.
Afterwards?
You haven't we?
The sun is not going to, our sun is not going to go supernova. What's going to happen is it's just going to start expanding like a crazy mother F and engulf Mercury, Venus, and us, as far as I understand. So, you know what really upsets me with the whole creator of the universe thing? I mean, they gave us such a short lifespan, barely a blimp in the whole grand scheme of things. We cannot see anything happening at all. Like 100 years from now, those people are alive at that time, we're going to tell them, hey, or it will be written in the history books that, this meteor went past Earth, and, this thing we thought that was going to smash into our moon, or whatever it is. And those people are going to say, yeah, right. Like, we don't see it happening with our own eyes. So how can we trust it?
We have this thing called predictive math.
No, you're not
I
allowed to
don't do
predict things. That's only smarty pants people like scientists do things like that, and you can't believe them, can you? I mean, don't be
And you-
ridiculous.
100 years will be an idiocracy by then.
Yes, you have to presuppose your conclusions in your starting premise. Like Earth am flat, guys. Check, I took this photo. Look, where's the horizon?
Out there.
Oh, my mom bakes cakes. What is there? Bob the science guy already started that flat Mars thing.
Oh, okay. No, it's flat moon. Dr. Bob does.
Flat moon.
Yeah, Dr. Bob has flat moon.
I'm so tired of the flat moon. I'm so tired of the moon is its own light source. What the?
Oh, God. Yes. And I don't care whether they say it's its own fucking light source or not. If it's its own light source, it would not have fucking shadows on it. At all. At all. None.
And
No, none. But it does, so they're fucking wrong. I don't care.
No, it wouldn't lose its glow as soon as the sun appears above the horizon. That's my biggest thing. Why is it that the moon starts glowing as soon as the sun dips below the horizon and loses its glow as soon as the sun appears above the horizon? No flat earther has ever explained that to me. Oh yeah, the moon is transparent. The moon is not transparent. The thing that you see in the background is not stars. It's fucking pixels. Pixels. There's something called a hot pixel.
No, it's just your eyeballs.
And I have, zoomed it. My camera has a 10 times zoom now. So I am able to see some nice detail on the moon. And there's no way that thing is its own light source. It does not glow the way the sun glows.
But I want it to be its own light source.
And as I was saying, you can't say the creator made these things, like this. These things are results of other phenomena. Yes, my mom bakes cakes. My pet, will you be able to send the link to my mom bakes cakes?
Yes, I can.
While you're doing that, I just want to give an update for my little business that I registered. I started buying some equipment and little things that I will need to make my business a success eventually. So I started gathering those things. I bought some baking tins and some cake decorating things and measuring spoons and measuring jugs, and so I'm enjoying sourcing stuff for my business. Oh, steaming cup of reason. Matt Powell, our favorite idiot who hates people, he says that how can the sun burn when the air in space is different than the air here on Earth. He literally thinks that the sun is burning. He has no clue that it's a nuclear reactor all by itself.
But then again, Matt Powell is rather silly.
I think he's beyond silly, my darling. That man has lost his mind and he's bloody procreating.
Ouch. I hope she's got a good knee.
He thinks that gay people should be fucking executed, the dumb fuck motherfucker. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I'm just
No, I'm
working
not
on the
sorry.
link. Won't be long.
I'm not sorry. How can you just think that somebody needs to be killed by who they are sleeping with? Who the hell's idea was that to judge other people that you are not sleeping with and doesn't affect you that they must be killed? You must be out of your mind.
They have never used their mind because it's in their holy book.
That is also true. But if any God told me that I must hate somebody just because they don't do things, the normal way, and that's in big fucking air quotes, I'm not going to listen to that God. What makes that God better than, something else?
It doesn't, really.
But people act like it does.
Yes, they do, unfortunately.
You ask, oh yeah, Steve Anderson, what a moron.
Oh, God.
No, these people who all they do is propagate hate. Okay, nice. So you fix the problem. Nice. And these people it seems like the people who run around with their pants on their heads screaming nonsense because they are the loudest people that, think that they have something positive to say. They get heard. And that is a little bit unfair. If you are, maybe a little bit on the quiet side and you are advocating for people to be treated, like people, then you are ostracized or ridiculed because you want something good for humanity. Where the hell did that idea come from? I mean, us working together is what brought us all the success. Yes. And the internet is actually, the equivalent of standing on the street corner and shouting.
No, the internet's much worse.
Yeah.
On a street corner, you might reach
1,000
people. On the internet, you might reach 100 million.
Not me. I can barely reach like fucking 70 people. But it's because I'm not, calling them morons, not seeking out the flat earthers and, displaying them on my YouTube channel and calling them names.
Right.
I think that might be.
You're addressing the issue instead of the idiot.
Yes. And I thought that's what arguing was all about.
Exactly.
You attack the arguments, not the person. But when an idiot is an idiot, how can it be wrong to call them out, especially when they are spouting all these nonsense? I mean, all I want is for people to just be happy, man. Stop trying to put other people down for no reason that has nothing to do with your own life.
Yeah.
Here we go. Mipet, I did it, my doll.
Oh, okay. Jen was just going to do it for me as well. Oh, here he is.
Ah.
Yeah, my laptop is just frozen on me. Everything's just gone fuck you, I'm not going to work. So sorry about that delay. Yeah, don't worry about it, Jin. It's been done.
I see that. Not a problem.
For once I got
Sorry, my
something
mum.
right.
I didn't mean to. I was working on it really hard, but everything just died on me. I fucking hate this thing. So, welcome
Also-
anyway. I'm just going to say
Yes,
welcome and shut my
welcome.
mouth up.
Just one more thing before my mom starts talking. I wanted to say that for some reason, Christians think that we aren't allowed to question their assertions about God. I want them to understand that when I ask a question, I'm not questioning God. I'm questioning you because I'm not arguing with God. I'm arguing with you.
No, I'm not about to sit around and wait for God's answer.
G'day,
can-
girls.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome.
Yes. Yeah, you just let it out there, Southern and Mippet. Just let them have it. Absolutely. I tell
Bloody
you.
assholes.
Bloody assholes. I tell you, it's insane. I mean, the world that we live in, we got the good, the bad, and the ugly, as you know. And like anytime, like the far right, we could call them, like as you mentioned, Matt Powell and his associates, think that we had this death to gays, as you mentioned previously, or gays can't go into church or anything like that, right? Which is really stupid in my opinion, because you got people all over the world, and the world's getting smaller every day, as we can see with all this travel. So yeah, having people from different races and breeds and whatever they like to do in their own spare time is none of one else's business, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, and if
Yep.
they're not involving you, it's not like they're coming onto you and saying, let me, why don't you be my partner, or whatever the hell they want to say, that no one's involving you in their lives. And not to, pick on something like the elephant in the room, but how many Christian pastors and preachers have been caught out doing things that should be unacceptable? They are unacceptable in normal society, but in their organizations, they don't reprimand their wrongdoers. They simply just move them to another congregation where nobody knows what wrong that person has done.
Well, absolutely. I mean, we've had so many priests moved, especially in America, Ireland, and in other countries that have been caught with their pants down, in other words. And it's
To put it
swept,
mildly.
yeah, and it's been swept under the carpet, because people trust these people, because people go to church for their religious beliefs, and religion is the opium for the masses, as the saying goes. So yeah, it's that's that side of thing. I try not to get involved. I've met quite a few people in my my line of work, and I don't mind. It doesn't bother me, Anyway, going on to the back to our favorite flirt topic, which we all love it,
Oh,
adhere
we
to.
love it. It's sweet nectar from the gods.
It's
The
so funny.
idiocy. Yes.
It's so funny. So I was having this discussion on YouTube with where is it? If I can find him, Globe Strike Back.
Oh God.
He put
Just
a
the
video
man.
out there about proving the globe, and going from New Zealand to Argentina or something like that, right? And I'm giving him links to all the questions he was asking, like the Captain Cook trip on Wiki. I gave him the proof of the people that live in Antarctica, right? And like many of these flat earthers, go to their hero, Admiral James Byrd, right? You've heard of him, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, they don't realize what they're digging into when they quote him, because he's actually been to Antarctica and actually flew to the South Pole. How did he get there if there's this bloody ice wall? So I just find that
The
hilarious.
penguins
And
let him through.
yeah, right. So the penguins let him
Yeah.
through. So
The penguins weren't armed at that time.
no, they weren't, right? So he armed them.
They didn't
So
they didn't think of arming the penguins. The penguins were just told, keep a lookout. But then as soon as he went past, they armed the penguins.
Penguins were armed due to the treaty.
Don't you just hate it when flat earthers misrepresent everything? It is so annoying. My favorite, obviously, is the Michelson-Morley experiment. Oh my God.
that and the sextant and the what's the latest one? The angle to the horizon that doesn't exist. I'm thinking, oh my God, seriously?
Isn't it tangent adjacent
Oh,
or
whatever that is.
adjacent tangent?
The
They do come
curved
up with
adjacent.
these wonderful words. I mean, when Riley came up with the disequilibrium, whatever it was called, I'm thinking, I mean, just like gravity, it's so much simpler. We've got this thing called the zero G plane, right? Where you can go in a plane,
that is a
and
bad idea for flat earthers. Hey,
yeah,
they don't understand that thing one bit, not one bit.
but they keep quoting and using it when they think about the ISS and trying to disprove this thing in the space, right?
My favorite for trying to disprove the ISS was Gina Maria when she found a city on the moon, a city of lights in the sky, while the camera was looking down at the Earth. But she used the ISS as her source. So you say space is fake, there's something weird out there, that thing doesn't exist, but that thing has its camera pointing down to the Earth, looking at the Earth and saying there's a city of lights in the sky. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. How much drugs do you have to be on to go on that kind of trip? All the drugs.
Well, you mentioned earlier about the that favorite other orb in the sky called the moon. The thing made out of cheese. And when I first heard about this thing, being self-illuminated, I'm thinking, are you guys serious? I mean, what about a half moon, or a quarter moon, or a crescent moon? How does the people on the moon turn that part off? I'm thinking, is there a light switch up there?
No, the flat earthers are changing the bulbs.
They must be. Oh dear.
I'm sorry, but they.
Oh, I thought it was a specialised job to have to go up and change the. I always thought it was like either fairy lights or glitter that were caught in the firmament thingy. I'm a total. I love glitter, so And do you find that once you've used glitter, I mean, you never get rid of it? I'm not joking. I've still got fucking glitter and tinsel in my house from 3 years ago. I mean, you just keep finding it; it just keeps turning up. So that's what I reckon the dome is covered in. Yeah.
Are you sure it's from
'Cause it
3
just-
years ago and not further back?
Oh, well, quite possibly further back. I actually did break a snow globe, like in my lounge room, probably a year after I moved in. So it's going back a good, probably 9 years. And yes, I still find glitter from that snow globe.
Now, can you see the picture I tried to upload? It's not very big, though. There it is.
Uh-huh.
Now, my mum does actually bake cakes, just to make sure. Right.
Okay,
So
we
she
look
did
at the cake for a while.
Yeah, so she did create this for a birthday, someone's first birthday, and it's all natural ingredients as per normal, real cream, everything. So it's delicious cake, and I posted it on Facebook. But yeah, that was her cake. that he makes a lot of cakes for people who want them. Charges I think $100 or whatever it is, depending on the size. But yeah, that's what she does. I don't make them. So I just started the
No,
YouTube
your
channel
mum
for
does.
her. Yeah, I just started the
Yes.
YouTube channel for her, and then I got swayed into this flat Earth nonsense by Cool Hard Logic. So,
Renee
you
and
haven't-
me is also in the chat. Sorry. Hi. Thank you guys all so much for joining us on this impromptu Scream Angry stream. Really appreciate it.
Well, the flares do make us, especially the really rude ones, Dimmock and others who don't let you put a word in edgewise when you're trying to ask them a serious question. And I know Lemon is the same. Brian Rabbit can be the same, and you try and explain them to. I've got to give credit to the people who actually try their best to explain the simple things like where does the sun go at night, and no fluff can answer this question. I'm thinking, are you
It
guys
goes
serious?
below Allah's throne. What do you mean? The sun goes to the muddy pits below Allah's throne. Don't you know? No, I'm joking. I don't know. That's what's
No, it
written in the
doesn't. It turns
Quran.
around and shows its dark side. I just can't seem to get you people to understand. There's the
No, we
light
won't
side
get it
and then
'cause
there's
we
the
don't have
dark
brain
side.
cells.
Fucking hell.
I thought I threw on an nightgown and went to bed.
This
He
question,
got tired. He just got tired.
I'm tired of lighting you people up now. Find your own light source.
I was having a discussion in Jem Panda's group with the other Australian, not Mitchell, but this other Australian, I can't remember his name, and he was saying about they've got two suns in the sky. I'm thinking, are you freaking serious? How can you have two suns in the sky right now? It's like one's enough. How can you have two?
I iterate how much drugs are these people taking? I'm sorry. Okay, but another thing that really bugs me about these people, and I say these people with contempt, why do they insist that we must have a camera up there looking at the earth when we have a camera looking at the earth? Like this question, why doesn't the Hubble and the James Webb telescope point at the earth and show it moving at 1,000 miles per hour?
And I'm not sure if you remember, Orphan Red posed the question: there's got to be actually someone up there, taking the picture
To
in order for it
operate
to
the
be real.
cameras. Fucking
That
remember
way it
that.
actually shows up, yes.
Mensa, the
Oh my
Mensa
God.
candidate thinks that there must be someone operating the camera in order to capture the visuals.
Mm.
What? I set my camera up for the time-lapse videos that I make, and I turn around and walk away. What do you mean? We sent those cameras with craft to Saturn.
But space is fake. Remember that.
Space is fake, Sahat, man. That's their cop-out.
Oh dear. I know they cop at it a lot though. They, you ask them a question, they'll swerve, dodge. They'll never answer the question. It's like, and then what makes us laugh so much is when they use Google Earth to prove the flat Earth. I'm thinking, are you guys serious?
Yes, they are serious. They are actually serious.
And I keep asking them, why is there no Google Flat Earth when you can zoom out of that to see where you are on Earth? I don't know. It's a government conspiracy. It's NASA.
Yeah, it's NASA. But which government? Because NASA is only in the United States. They are a federal agency. They don't have any jurisdiction at other countries or other space agencies.
Now, it's often say you get a laugh at this one because I think Leo did a retrospective or did a
Leo.
video on the CSS on the Chinese doing something with a ping pong in water or something like that. And he was trying to disprove that this thing is up there as well. I'm thinking, now we've got two spacecrafts up there, right? I don't know. I tell you.
Yeah, two spacecrafts that don't exist
No, of course not.
up there. Yeah.
Well, you can get your mobile phone and track them. Go to ISS tracker and find out when it's going to go over your head. Right?
Yeah, but it's not really
Yeah.
there.
I go to spot the station,
Hmm.
and then I get the information. Like that night when I caught the ISS, I wasn't sure that it is the ISS because we do have a lot of satellites in geostationary orbit, or orbiting the Earth and getting information.
No, you don't.
So when I went
You've
to
got
check
Satelloons.
Satelloons, I tried to check what a Satelloon is. It fucking doesn't even look like the ISS. The ISS has solar panels sticking out on the sides of it.
ISS is bigger than a football field,
Yes.
and a
No,
Satelloon is
apparently,
barely bigger than a bloody fucking briefcase.
no,
Most
apparently
of
it's
them.
only as big as a 747. Apparently, according to whatever his name was. I tell you,
Scale.
scale.
And
Oh
that's
my
just
goodness.
it. That is just it, isn't it? All you want to do is just teach them scale. It's like they don't realize that their little tiny little bodies are nothing but not even a speck of sand in the universe of nothingness.
Yeah, the grand
They are
scheme of
nothing.
things.
In the scheme of the universe, their little paltry nothingness is nothing. But they can't handle
Yeah.
that, so they've got to make themselves feel special because God said so. But
Yeah, but
they had to
I'm the
make up God to
opposite.
say so to make them feel special. I don't know.
And
I'm
And
just
that's
babbling
the
at this
problem,
point.
you can make your own meaning in this life. You don't need somebody to tell you what your meaning and purpose is in this life. I mean, doesn't it make you feel bad that you run around screaming, the earth ain't flat, guys, do your own research. You will see NASA is lying to you. I think
But
that's a little bit
let's
crazy,
just
dude.
go with that theme there. That NASA is lying to you. What has that anything to do with the shape of the Earth? Right?
They're trying
Your
to
governments
hide
could be
God.
lying to you. Your governments could be lying to you. Your religious people could be lying to you. But nothing of that has anything to do with the physicality, the shape, the circumference, the diameter, the actual thing we actually stand on, this planet called Earth, right?
Yeah. Also, when you look at your map or you are organizing a trip to somewhere, like for example, if I'm traveling from Pretoria to Durban, I know it's about 840 kilometers. And if you translate that, you're driving 120 km per hour on average. You're going to take a certain time to cover that distance. And, taking all your stops and things like that into consideration, you're going to get to your destination in the time that distance covers. So when I do that and you tell me that measurements aren't real, destinations aren't real, but then when I do the calculations, I end up at my destination at the proposed time, how do you explain that? I mean, Australia is not a fucking rectangle.
We don't live here. No one lives down here. Australia doesn't exist.
No, we're all on drugs. We're all on drugs. We don't know where we are.
Hold on a second. You said destinations aren't real? How the hell do I get to work every fucking morning?
Exactly. Well, I simply just walk down my stairs and turn left, and I'm at work. I'm literally like 1 minute from my house.
I get out of bed and I'm at work.
Hi, Matt. Welcome, darling. I hope you're doing well. You want to join us for a little chat? I can send you the link.
He doesn't say. You're getting more technical every day. Well done.
I just don't know how to bloody show all the pictures that I want to show, though. If anyone wants to watch my observations, they'll have to literally go to the videos and, watch the actual videos.
But I keep telling you something, Sal. You just can't go out there and keep doing this observations every day. You got to do some word salad. You just got to put it out there.
I'm trying my best.
Oh, Sal, I could write some really good script word salad for you.
Please
I could just
do.
go through the dictionary, write out some really long words and put them all together, and it can just be some really serious word salad crap.
Yeah, you think you can throw the word perforation in there?
Oh, I'm
Maybe we
sure I
can-
could. Perforation. Okay, let me write that one down. The perforation along his penis, yes.
Oh, God, was that Lorena Bobbitt again?
You said it, not me.
They marry for love.
Yeah.
And then I lost it all in a bush by a knife.
No, a pair of scissors, wasn't it?
No, it was a bloody sharp knife.
Oh, was it? I honestly thought it was a pair of scissors.
Me pet, wow. You can't cut sausages with scissors, me pet.
Well,
Sure
that's
you
why I
can.
thought it was extra painful, because it was a pair of scissors.
That ain't a knife.
Oh.
This is a knife.
No
Yeah.
problem, Matt.
Yeah, well, I
Safety
don't
scissors
feel half
are
as
bad.
bad for him now. If it was
Hey,
this
I
nice
can-
sharp blade, it just would have
I'm
whipped it off,
feeling
wouldn't
us
it?
just going off the deep end, guys.
There we are. So
Let's
go.
bring it
Hey,
back in.
I'm angry and I'm screaming about it.
There you go.
You go, doll. You go.
The spear of the nation. Sal can explain that one. Okay, Gregory's just told me that you will explain the spear of the nation, Sal.
Is that the
Oh
code?
my
Is that like the
God.
spear of destiny?
I don't know.
Are you
The
talking
spear of
about like
destiny.
Shaka Zulu or something? I don't
that
know.
could
I
be
what
don't
you
know.
mean.
Gregory has just said
English.
the spear of
even.
the nation. Sal can explain that one.
I don't have a spear.
Well,
I thought
ask.
you were Zulu.
And tape a knife to a broom handle. You'll have a spear.
Oh,
Zuma
Zuma
porn
and
paint.
that porn painting. Does that ring a bell?
Who paints porn? I just watch it.
Wow, I haven't heard this name.
Sorry.
Like, I barely talk about Zuma because he fucking destroyed this country. He left this country in tatters. So, yeah. Moving on.
Moving on.
I think I would, maybe rather talk about Flatzoid and his lies.
Oh my
His
God. I tell ya.
13 frames. And now he thinks he's better than Ranty, or he
someone
calls
let me
himself
just-
Ranty's nemesis. He's I think his name is, let me just check.
Did you see these angles there, Tippet, where he had, I think, his degrees, I think, 1,440 divided by, or 340, what it was, and everyone pointed out to him that that his calculations were wrong. I'm thinking, okay.
Yes, and I think that there was also, I have a feeling that Desert File.
Yeah, I love Desert File. So I subscribed to it just recently.
Gravity.
Yeah, the same one that did, Gravity. Fucking Gravity. Yeah. He's put out a holiday offer, if you like, to flat earthers. And I'm pretty sure that it was directed at Flatzoid.
Mm-hmm.
And it's to charter a boat, and for whoever's the flat person is to actually do the navigation.
But he's not the only.
But he'll be there as well. He'll be there to actually make sure that they don't fucking, run the boat aground or anything like that.
I wouldn't be surprised if Flatzoid is at the bloody wheel.
Yeah, so
And
works out to, there's something like, it works out to about, I don't know, 10 grand each, or no, it was less than that. I don't know. I've got the link for the actual,
Video.
yeah, it's for the actual video where he makes the offer. Hang on, I'll drop it in the chat.
He's not the only one that's made offers to flat earthers.
There's that
Oh,
pilot.
no,
You know,
no,
There's
that
that
pilot
pilot.
one was good as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
did, you know, Wolfie's been out there
Yeah.
destroying flirts.
For years now.
And we had that pilot, as you mentioned, Mippet, the 747 pilot, I think it was. He put out his, but no one took up on his offer. So
Yeah, but this one is actually
Loki Fish
cheaper than the
Mars is-
others that have
Loki
come
Fish
up.
Mars is giving away a sextant so that they can do the experiments. They don't even want to do that.
no, like when Ruhif did his presentation, it was I really wish that the other guy went first, because Ruhif really did a awesome explanation on how everything worked, and he just had conceded, just had nothing. The other guy had nothing.
Nothing. And he kept on saying, but I gave it to you. I did it. I gave it to you. Why are you not?
He said, "Oh, you're using the flat Earth model to do the globe Earth model."
You're using the celestial sphere.
That's it. That's what he said. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Oh, the celestial sphere irritates me to no
I'm
end.
sorry, but you can't have a sphere unless you have a spherical planet to base it off of.
And they don't understand what a straight line is.
Oh no.
They don't understand what the word
Tangent
like
means.
tangent. They don't understand
Wait.
pseudo.
We can get this done real easy. They just don't understand words.
I was just going to say exactly the same thing. They just don't understand
Great mind.
words. Yeah.
Or angles. They don't understand angles. I mean, who
They
was
don't-
No, well,
Yeah.
angle is a word, so they just don't understand, period.
90-degree a triangle, a 90-degree triangle on all three sides, right?
Oh my God, that's a spherical axis triangle.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff. Hey, who curved my adjacent? How dare you?
Yeah, curved adjacent.
Don't tell me about your problems with your curved adjacent, Jeff. I tell you, I don't want to know. It's too much personal information.
Oh my goodness. This is way more fun than I even thought it was.
Oh,
gonna
and
be.
the horizon, you know, we have these discussions about this thing we can actually see called the horizon, and they go, oh, it's imaginary, it's a linear, it's magnetic, it's this, that, and the other thing. We can actually see this thing called horizon. Why make it difficult? You can actually get a sextant, look at the horizon, even though it's not actually there. You can adjust to see it and take your measurements from it, right? No, that doesn't exist. Oh, I'll tell you, it drives me nuts.
What you mean? You're not
I
already
just
nuts? Okay.
Well, look, I jumped into trying to give these flirts links to all these sites they can actually go to and do their own research to, and they still deny it. I'm thinking, I find this stuff in 5 seconds. Why can't you guys?
And you know why? Because they do a cursory search, and whatever pops up on Google first is their answer. Like if you search what is the speed of the Earth around the equator, you are going to get 1,000 miles or 1,600 kilometers per hour. But that is there's a difference between tangential velocity and linear velocity. So, the Earth has these two motions simultaneously, and obviously they don't understand simultaneous.
I don't understand anything.
Now we're just going to
Don't
end up each discussion
understand
with
words.
yeah, we're just going to end each discussion with they don't understand anything.
We do. I mean, I didn't go to university. I mean, my math isn't that great. I don't know angles that well, but I do know that when you use rubber bands to try to do angles, it doesn't quite work very well. Gary?
Rubber
that was-
bands.
Yes, that was bloody Gary, what's his face, boring
Cry
banger,
Benga.
whatever, the fucking cry, what's his face. Oh, he's just a, why bother?
Cry bang
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Cry Benga. I'm sorry.
Just, yeah. He's just so beyond help. It's not funny, that guy.
And yeah, and then you got Brian Mabbott, the train ex-train driver, I think he is.
I got
oh my god,
something beautiful out of Brian the other night.
what's that?
Oh, yes. I got his wife in the background saying
Oh, she's
that
hilarious. She should be on.
idiot.
She should be on YouTube.
I've got it. I got the clip. I
Wait,
clipped
What does she
it.
say?
Was that a
Oh,
CC
she
What
calls
moment?
him an idiot or something.
Exactly a CC
Oh.
moment.
Or, yeah, hang on. Let me just go.
That's two women
Sweet.
who are married to flirts. You got Brian Mabbott's wife, and you got Cece's wife.
CC's wife. Yep.
Yes. I would be so embarrassed, but these guys don't seem to have any shame.
They wouldn't know what shame is if it come up and bit them on the ass.
That's why they
Now
do
I've
it
just
in
gotta
cars.
read
It
it.
really
Got it.
surprises me though, because they can still set up their computer and access the internet, make and edit videos and upload them. All these, technologically advanced things, and yet they can't understand simple basics like the earth is rotating, guys. It's not the sun doing it, it's the earth.
Yeah. Now I've just got to find where the crap I put it.
Doesn't shame cost
Wait.
about $40 behind the Motel 6?
Okay. Copy.
I was just gonna say, guys, even though I'm working, you mustn't forget to support me on Patreon, hey? But then I remembered I don't have a Patreon because I only have 187 subscribers.
So don't bother.
No, support me on PayPal. I still have a PayPal.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Yeah, you got to
and
do all the right things and press all those buttons and bibs and bobs, whatever you need to do. Do it all for Sal because we love her.
Thanks, my darling.
It's the only reason we're here. It's because we love you, Sal. All right,
Thank
Gin,
you,
I'm going to
darling.
send this to you because you'll have more knowledge about how to fucking get it put up or whatever.
I cannot understand that there are flat earthers in the southern hemisphere. I mean, we cannot see Polaris, which is supposed to be the star that everything orbits around. But
Yeah, see, I reckon Flatzoid and Mitchell from Australia, they're the two worst out of all the southern. I mean, with Flat Earth, Aussie Jesus is just a dick. You know, he's
no, we
just
can't even
lost it.
consider him. He's
Yeah,
lost
exactly.
his mind completely. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but
But
there's
Flatzoid
no
and
even talking to him anymore.
yeah, but I think Flatzoid and Mitchell are both just in it for the money and they're just contrarian assholes.
Yeah, you got to book him.
Flatzoid-
Sorry.
Flatzoid has a Patreon, and he told MC Toon that in order for MC Toon to talk to him, he must be a member of his Patreon.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yes. And I actually did see in the chat, it's almost worth taking a collection up just to go on his Patreon, to put Toon on his Patreon so that he'd do it, and then everyone just pulls the money after he's been on. And
Yeah,
it's
was quite
it's
Not
like
pay.
it's like Mr. Cheese, Mr. Sensible, paying Mitchell $150 to go to that science exposition.
yes.
For 4 hours to film
And refilm
the pendulum. Now, again, it may not have been working properly. Did he consider that? No. When he went there the next day, did he film it for 4 hours? No. Even though it wasn't working. And the funny thing is, on
No.
the paper that he actually took a picture of, it said everything about the circumference of the Earth. I mean, did he not pay attention to what he was showing?
Probably not.
No.
Why would he?
There has been
Why would he? He
mention
just
that
proves
that
what he wants to put out.
could possibly that
Hmm.
the actual sign that was put up wasn't necessarily put there by the museum.
I don't know about that.
I'm just putting it out there that there has been suggestions that it may not have been completely kosher.
And Mipa,
On
you live
Mitchell's
in the same
behalf.
state that I do, right? Did
Yes.
you know that we have a pendulum in the university?
In Adelaide, yes.
Yeah, we do. You know, it's in, I think, one of the buildings. It's not very, it's very old. It's been there for a while. I was about to go down there and do a video of it, but I just can't be bothered anymore. Why do I need to present any evidence when the evidence is already out there? Like, you know.
Every university, every physics student apparently has to do the the pendulum thing in their first year of studying physics.
So they're going to be indoctrinated,
whatever.
are they, Sal?
Yeah, look, for me, I hate that word indoctrination, because when you do this kind of thing, you don't start out with your, presupposed conclusion. You have to show that you actually understand the process, you understand the mechanisms, and then, you show that that's why it works.
But as we said, flirts don't understand things.
Yeah, that's just going to be our bottom line, isn't it?
Hey, Matt. Matt's joined us.
Good morning, or is it? Yeah, still morning for me. Yeah, good morning,
Hey,
morning.
Matt, how you doing?
Not bad, not bad. So, hi, Sal. Hi, Mippet, and got Jinzu as well here. And my mum's on the stream. Wow.
Yeah,
hello.
yeah.
I love it when this is my mum. Hello.
Yeah, I love it when you guys do Lindsay on your show with the Trevor. When so, yeah.
Lindsay, yeah.
He's hilarious.
Oh yeah,
Boobs.
He's
I just call him Boobs. Lindsay is Boobs.
Yeah, he's unique, isn't he? It's like he's the first one to discover all kinds of different things, isn't he? It's because the reason why he's the first one to discover it is because nobody else understands it.
No.
And he did admit that once. He did say that he understands that no one else understands, what he's trying to explain, because because the Earth is flat, and because you guys in the northern hemisphere see things differently the way we do. Then he wants to take the northern hemisphere skies and overlay it on the southern hemisphere skies to because it's a
mirror. It's a mirror
reflection.
That's
It's sort of like a reflection.
Yeah. It's a reflection. Everything's a reflection of everything else, according to him. With the tropical gaps and the vortex in the middle of the boobs. That nobody understands what that is. Did you know he? I don't know if anybody, if you guys know or the audience know, he went on the Globebusters to present his case. As soon as it was over, it was kind of like there was like stock silence for probably, I don't know, 10 seconds maybe, and then and I think it was Jerem said, yeah, that was interesting, moving along. They didn't understand it either. It's kind of like, okay, let's move on then. No questions asked. Nobody asked any questions about it. They just went straight into something else. That's funny. So if you're gonna struggle to get your fellow flirts to understand it, there's something wrong, I think.
It's always funny when flirts go at each other. It's
Oh, it's awesome. They eat each other alive. I love it.
I know, right? There's different factions, isn't it? That they all believe different things, and it's strange that
And they
there's only
will,
yeah.
yeah. And they will tell you, if you tell them, oh, I heard this thing from this person, they will tell you, no, no, no. That person is a shill. They're just lying to you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're just lying to you. They're a shill. Yeah, everybody else is a shill, apparently. And
We're all
they-
paid
they-
shills.
Only you have the truth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah,
Everybody
exactly.
here is being paid by NASA. Don't forget.
Oh,
Yeah,
please
yeah.
send me my NASA check.
I'm-
Fucking hell, please.
Yeah, 5 years down the line, I'm still waiting for my check. It still hasn't arrived. I'm broke. Please send me some money.
Yeah, because I'm supposed to be getting a check, but I'm doing all of this shit for free. Damn it.
Exactly. I really do need some money. Send me some money, NASA, please. Whoever is doing
And we
that.
love American dollars because of the exchange rate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Same with the UK actually. The US dollar against the pound is yeah, it's pretty good. Well, it depends which way direction you look at. It's bad for us, but good for them. Yeah.
Ah, it's great for me because
I'm
it's
sure.
like 17 rand to the dollar now.
Wow.
Matt, I've
Yeah,
got a question
it's-
for you.
What's that? Sorry. Who? What?
I have a question for you.
Go on then.
So where I am right now, and same as Mippet, the sun has gone down. Has the sun
Yeah.
come up where you are?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's nearly 11 a.m. Very much
So
so.
how did it get there?
I know. Funny that, isn't it?
Yeah. Shall we talk about it? Because it's even worse. It's actually almost midday for me.
Yeah, at the moment, the sunrise is around about 5 a.m. ish, I think, give or take. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at it accurately, but give or take, it's about 5 a.m. Give or take.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because in the southern hemisphere right now, we are having winter. We are ending, it's towards the end of winter.
Yeah, you're going
at the
into spring
beginning
now,
of
aren't you?
spring.
Yeah,
Yes. How does
Hey,
that
Mippet.
work on a flat earth?
I know.
And Mippet, and I found out where the sun goes at night. It goes to England.
Don't you mean England goes to the sun?
Did you hear about the Nigerian space agency? They said they're going to send a rocket to the sun, and NASA said no, you can't do that. And they said, why not? I can't do a Nigerian accent. And they said, why not? And they said, well, it's too hot. It's too hot. You can't go there. It's too hot. So Nigeria said, we are not going during the day. We are going at night.
Oh God. Please
That's
help
not
me.
my joke, by the way. That was a joke I saw on the internet. By the way, it was on the. I can't do a Nigerian accent. I'm sorry. I probably demolished it, but I thought that's quite funny.
Well done.
We are going during the night.
That is actually on point.
You sounded more like an Indian scammer than a Nigerian.
I know, right? I know. Okay, I'm not very good with accents. I can do some British accents, but as far as the rest goes, nah.
Some. Maybe two.
I used to be able to do a South African accent when I was younger. I used to do a very good South African accent, but not now. I can't do it anymore.
I don't do a South African accent. This is my accent.
Yeah,
have
you
an
do have an
accent?
accent. Yeah, you all have accents, all of you. I don't.
You do?
I don't have an accent.
I don't have an accent.
Yes, you do.
I do?
You do. Yeah, definitely.
I just speak.
I am the only one.
You all have accents. You have an accent, Shell. That's definitely.
You cannot really judge people by their accents anymore.
I would
No,
hope
but we
not.
do though, don't we? We all do. We're not supposed to, but we all do. We all judge people. We all by first appearances. We all have this thing in our brain where we, first appearances or when we first listen to people, we do make a judgment because we kind of draw a picture of what they might look like, right? And it's not always accurate because when you first meet them and things like that, for sure, they never look like what you think they look like. Especially in our part of the world, isn't it? In through Discord and through YouTube, we don't always see each other. So I think we all make judgments. I think we all do. We don't mean to, but we do.
Cool, blimey, Matt. That's a bit a long one, isn't it? You got to get those koalas down and the kangaroos on the farm.
And the drop bears.
Beware the emus.
Poms, bloody poms are everywhere.
Just be aware that we are still at war officially with the emus. So there was never a truce a truce ever actually signed with the emus. So we are technically still at war.
I nearly hit one on the way to Perth, driving there. It took me about 3 days to get there. I nearly hit one. Nearly come across some kangaroos, and the sun, rose at the east and set down the west while I was driving. And I'm thinking,
wow,
how did that do that?
That must have been
awesome. And it came up
awesome.
behind you and then over in front of you.
The sunsets was absolutely astounding.
Amazing.
Through the Nullarbor, and that place is like, amazing. Yeah, pretty cool.
Steaming Cup of Reason, you can just send it to my Discord. Are you still on Discord? If you're still on Discord, you can just send it to me via there.
And Mippet, we are the only two Australians. We got South Australia and Western Australia. There's no other Australia.
Just now you said Australia doesn't exist. Now you have two sides of Australia. Can you be consistent with your story?
No, Flurf's art, so why should I be?
Oh, you've been playing devil's advocate, have you? Playing the Flurf. Yeah.
It's an inconvenient truth.
Flurfs are never consistent. I've never heard them be consistent yet.
No, that's true. At least not among
and
themselves.
They
anyway.
can sidetrack, hey. They can sidetrack. If they say one thing, then you ask them a question related to that thing, they will fly off the deep end onto a completely different thing. You can never keep a straight conversation with a fluff.
They don't want to answer the question. That's why. Because if they do, they'll get stuck and they'll put their foot in their mouth and forever be tainted.
Yes.
But they do that anyway, so it makes us laugh.
I don't think that it takes them effort to do what they do. They have no pride in their work. They don't have anything.
Do you know what? I think I'm not saying I like this guy, or I certainly don't agree with anything he says, but I think the best, because he can be a bit of an arsehole still as well, is I think the best debater, I think, out of all of them, I think is Whitsitt. All right, because at least he's
not a debater.
Hear me out.
And the room goes quiet.
And hear me out. Though.
He's not a debater. He's a Gish Galloper.
Okay, plead your case. Plead your
also
case.
True. Also true. Yeah. I would agree with that, Jin. I would agree with that. However, he is at least consistent, right? Because if you listen to his debates, he is consistent. He's wrong, consistently wrong as well. So he's that at least, but also he's got a way of tying his opponent up in knots, and he often does it. So he's a pretty good, clever debater in that way. But the problem is he uses a lot of straw man to twist his opponents, and they don't realise half the time that they're being straw manned. And he gets them sort of talking about all kinds of different things in different directions. And I've seen it happen over and over and over and over again with him. This is not an admiration, by the way. It's just I'm just pointing out what I think to be true.
He must have went to the school of Lemon, because Lemon does the same thing.
Yeah, but Lemon does the very same thing. Lemon also is he's not smart, but he's eloquent in the way he speaks, and he uses a lot of words that makes him sound credible. But when you break it down, it's just absolute word salad and crap, basically.
And don't
Which
forget,
is much the same.
Mippet, we got to get loads of that huge ass word salad in.
Yeah, word salad dressing, absolutely.
I know. Yeah. So he actually Lemon sounds credible, but when you break it down, not really.
There's something wrong with that laser.
Good old Rad Vlad.
There's something wrong with everything that they don't agree with. But as soon as something might agree with them in an, skewed kind of way, then hey, all for it. I mean,
Yeah, they're all over it.
they quote like, the aeroplane is rigid and all of that, and the earth is stationary when they are like doing the thing for the aeroplanes. And that's the part they'll
like
quote.
aeroplane jelly. Sorry.
Oh, don't you start that again.
What was that?
It's an advert for jelly. Okay.
Sorry,
Back from like the
sorry to interrupt this,
1970s or something.
I do apologise for interrupting there. So Flev's do it all the time, so I apologise.
That's right. You can interrupt with a song. That's always welcome.
Oh,
Fancy
God.
thing
No,
might
it
be.
isn't. Not when it gets stuck in my head, you bastard.
Oh yeah, advert jingles they do. And if you hear one, you just can't get it out of your head. Especially if you wake up one morning, you just come down for your coffee and you turn the radio on or TV on and hear a jingle. That's it stuck in your head for the rest of the day. Yeah, I got you. I hear you.
Well, I don't even watch TV anymore, so I don't
Neither do
come
I.
across any jingles. And my hubby did the YouTube premium thing, so I don't even watch ads on YouTube anymore.
I do.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm the same. I don't watch TV. Or I'm talking about ads from back when I was like a kid in primary school.
Yeah.
Oh my
Do you know what,
God.
like when I did watch TV, like back when I watched cartoons and shit like that. And these
Yeah.
are all the Saturday morning cartoon ads for kids
Yeah.
where they're trying to get you to drink their cordial or have their jelly or,
And
eat their
Vegemite.
fucking cereals or, and Vegemite kids and, and Milo kids and whatever, and a Weekmix
Okay.
kid.
And don't forget
Oh.
the airplanes run on air. They don't have to fuel.
Compressor.
No, I thought it was steam. I thought it was steam. The airplanes run on, not compressed air.
Hey,
Is it
that
compressed
way
air
you
now,
need
is it?
water
Or is it
for-
No,
both?
Where
don't
you
they
gonna
have all
get
the
the water
tankers
from?
parked in their wings?
Yeah.
It's water.
So anyway, I was just saying, I don't watch TV anymore, and I've literally only just gone onto YouTube Premium as well, and only because I can just afford it maybe for a month or two because I was getting sick and tired of the adverts as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, I
You
wouldn't
don't
have been able to do anything like that. It's my hubby that put me on his plan. But before we carry on, I just wanted to say, even though Witsit is the word that Heat Shield used there, he managed to find a girl and marry her.
What, he's married, is he?
Oh, did he marry
Yeah,
her yet?
Witsit got married,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I
he
didn't know
found
that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
She
Oh,
didn't
right, okay.
mind him getting arrested on Mount Rushmore or anything.
Well, I don't get it because she had been in a few of his videos beforehand, and like the way he treated her on the videos, why the fuck would she have married him? Do you know? He was quite rude to her on the videos, and then you found out that.
Is that the
But
same
mi-
girl
mi-
that's
Maybe
appeared
it
on
was
some of
all
his?
an act.
Is that
Sorry.
the same girl that's appeared on some of his debates? Is that the same one?
I think
Is
so.
it?
Right.
Oh, okay.
And don't
Is it
forget the
Kai?
old saying there, Mippet, misery loves company.
Well, true.
Right.
But I find with Witsit, if you start, the more freaked out he gets, like if you think you're backing him into a corner, the faster he starts talking and he uses really long words,
Yeah.
but he says them really fast so that no one can keep up with him. And he just,
Yep.
like you said, word salad, but he speeds it up quicker and quicker
Yeah.
the more he feels he's getting in deeper, if you
Yeah.
know what I mean.
Yeah. So that's why it makes him think he's quite a clever debater. He understands
Yes.
what a debate is about. That's what gets me about it. I think. And I think that's what makes him probably one of the better debaters on their side of the community. I think on the flat Earth.
But
That's why.
when you're doing a debate, it's to convince the other side of your points.
Well,
How many people has he convinced to go over to flat Earth?
you
Maybe
see,
a few bubbers from in the jail. I don't know.
Oh God!
Sorry.
yeah, the dude in the corner that's rocking backwards and forwards. Yeah, he's convinced. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that that's entirely true, though, Sal. To be honest with you, I don't think there's much of trying to convince the other side on any of the debates that go on, to be honest with you. I personally think that it's probably more to do, I know with me, well, entertainment, yeah, definitely, 100%. I mean, that's the biggest reason why I kind of do this stuff and do stuff on the shills and things like that with Mippet and the rest. And
Ooh, I love you doing things to me.
With you, darling, not to you.
Oh, with me, okay.
With,
yeah, that too.
Matt, I think you need to get on a plane fast.
That may be true, but I'm not sure my girlfriend would be very pleased. So anyway, we'll leave it.
Damn it!
Oh no, her and I get on so well, Matt. It's okay.
She can go with two. She can go with two. The more the merrier.
Oh God! Oh no! I won't.
We've been talking behind your back. Sorry.
So Matt,
what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying now. Oh, damn
sorry.
Hey Matt,
where was I?
See, you were getting such a great image in
Matt.
your head then, weren't you?
Who's calling my name? Somebody's calling my name. I hear voices. Jin.
So
don't say that out loud.
If the girlfriend disapproves, the dragon will just roast her.
Yeah.
No, the dragon gets on very well with Matt's missus.
Yep.
Matt, you were talking about the masturbator.
The masturbator.
Witless is picking up his speed as he gets cornered.
Yeah, that's the. It took a second for the penny to drop what you just said. Yeah, indeed.
And then he blew it all over Mount Rushmore.
Oh, you were saying that neither side can convince the other side in this debate.
Yeah. I think the other reason really is, I think a lot of them do it, is that I think it's the people that might be listening that are not quite convinced one way or the other, that may be a globe skeptic, a true globe skeptic, not the ones that claim they're globe skeptics, but the ones that really kind of looking into flat Earth, there's something in it. And I always like to think that maybe those people are listening. And if you can kind of come up with a really good argument to discredit their argument and then convince the argument, that's who I like to see that we're trying to convince. That's who I like.
A really good argument. You didn't come here for an argument.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. It's not really. I mean, if you think about it, they're not really debates either, because there's nothing really to debate. We all know what the shape of the Earth is. We all know what works and what doesn't. So it's not really a debate. It's an argument. That's all it is.
Did you pay for the 5-minute argument, or did you pay for
the 10-minute one? Oh, I love that.
Oh, fuck, we're still here 3 hours later, and, it's still going to be a globe. Sorry, love.
Same point. It's the same point. Flat earthers really can talk about nothing for hours at a time. I mean, I usually watch FTFE with his debates in big air quotes, and those guys can spend 2 hours talking about one thing and not getting it. The actual point will just fly past them at every turn. Yeah,
that's true. I remember actually there was one debate and I remember this is probably going back almost 2 years ago now, I would say, or give or take. And it was a debate about the moon landings, and I thought this is going to be good. It was Fight the Flat Earth with I think it was Team Skeptic against a couple of other guys, right? And it was about the moon landings. You know how excited about I get those kind of debates, and I was really looking forward to it. And it was being promoted for a couple of weeks, and I was really looking forward to it. And throughout the whole 2 and a bit hours they went on for, an hour and 3/4 was about the same freaking thing, and it was about one photograph. And I was so disappointed. I really was. And it was literally, that's all it was about, was apparently there was an anomaly in this photograph that had according to them, there was a clear backdrop. And it was all about this line, and they were talking about it and talking about all the different aspects of the shadows.
I remember that one. Yes, the back. Yeah, look at this line. It's so obviously that it's a backdrop.
Yeah, in a studio.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
Pisses me off
because
when they say something is done in a studio.
Yeah,
I fucking hate it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But I mean, there's not that many moon landing debates, and so I always get kind of excited. And then there was the one with MC Toon and what's that guy's name he did with the moon landings some months ago now. Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah,
but
I can't
anyway,
remember his name, but I think I saw that.
Yeah, so basically what happened was because the guy wouldn't shut up and MC Toon had no choice, he quit because it wasn't being it was on modern day debates and it wasn't being very well moderated.
I remember that one.
Yeah. And I was so disappointed in that. And at first I was actually a little bit upset with MC Toon because, again, that was another one I was really looking forward to. MC Toon is one of my favourite debaters, by the way. I think he's brilliant. I think he's one of the best we've got in our community. But because I was so disappointed that he left, I kind of went onto his show, his after show, and kind of pointed out that I don't think he should have left and all the rest of it. And I think I might have touched a nerve on him a little bit. And, he said that he had no choice. And I agree now. Yeah. I agree with him now. He had no choice.
He couldn't take it. That was horrible.
It was pointless.
Flat earthers and if you don't want to have a proper conversation, how do you expect it to go?
Yeah. It was badly moderated. The guy would not shut up, and MC Toon could not get a word in edgeways.
And James is so ballsless also.
James.
I'm sorry.
Oh, James on
Modern Day. On Modern Day Debate, he just usually the negative side, the flat earthers, the religious people, they get to say whatever, do whatever, and then the moment the opposition says something, that guy will say, "Oh, James, why don't you stop him from insulting me or whatever?"
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, you must be able to take it as much as you can give it. But these guys, they can't take anything.
Right.
They're so soft. Wusses.
Yeah. Jose used to be a little bit like that when on his shows. I'm glad to say he's not like that anymore. He's definitely different. But once upon a time when he first started, he used to give the flat earthers that come on all the airtime. And it was frustrating for a lot of us. And I think after a while he did start getting quite a lot of complaints, and I think he did change it a little bit. So he gives everybody now, I think, a fair chance, and I think he's pretty fair in that now. But yeah, it was the same thing on his show and a lot of shows for a little while because shows like that weren't getting that many flat earthers to come on, so want to give them a fair shake, or what they thought was a fair shake, but they ended up getting most of their time to actually spout their crap. But yeah, I'm glad to say that's kind of settled down a little bit.
If you want that, go to Bev Try Thinking's freaking server.
Oh no. You don't want to lose the last few brain cells you have reserved for the rest of this life.
Yeah, that's one Discord server. I'm not going to go on that one. I've heard a lot about that. I'm not going there. Well,
we can always go over to Nathan Oakley's show.
Oh God, yeah, even worse.
George Howard Stirrup, guys. George Howard Stirrup.
Oh,
that
George.
Guy, he can spout conspiracy after conspiracy after conspiracy. He doesn't even take a breather.
Really?
He just wants to know everything. He doesn't understand scale, distance, different cameras, focus. None of these things have crossed this guy's mind, and all of it ties into a flat earth.
Yeah, I think I remember him on FTFE's channel when he right at the end he put in about the Sandy Hook or whatever else, some other conspiracy, even though it wasn't the topic at all. That's just fun.
He never sticks to the topic, and yet usually he chooses the topic.
That sort of shit just pisses me off.
Flatzoid refuses to even talk to me.
Why won't he talk to you?
He won't talk to me.
Because
he knows I'm a South African.
Yeah,
we are from the same country.
Yeah. No, he doesn't
even give me the time of day.
No, same with me. He won't talk to me. He'll only talk to people that have YouTube channels that have got a significant number of subscribers because he wants to boost his channel.
That's why.
That's the reason. Yeah.
I think that's why he latched on to Ranty.
Yeah, I've tried
auditing the absurd.
I've tried to engage with him before, but it never worked. He wasn't interested in, like having return videos and things like that. I did a couple of videos on him of things that he did, and not interested because I'm not a big enough channel. So yeah,
Blah blah blah. If you
Yeah.
have the truth, TM, you shouldn't be afraid of who you speak to.
right.
He's
true.
just afraid because I've done the research. I'm still in the middle of my research. I won't stop now. I'm 4 years in.
Right.
4 years ago, I heard them screaming, "Do your own research, bruh. Did you do your own research? Do your own research." And I have been, and no flat earther that I've confronted about this do your own research thing has come back to me and said, "Yes, I also did my own research. Let's compare notes." There's nothing like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I tell you what, I the reason why I love going on Facebook now because I've joined a whole load of flat Earth groups on Facebook.
Yes, I see you there.
Yeah, yeah, of course, yes. Of course, you're on some of them, aren't you? And the derp, I mean,
Yeah.
would you not agree? The derp on those is far more derpy than anywhere else, any other platform you will go on, including Twitter. And YouTube.
Absolutely.
It really is so derp. It's ridiculous. And I'm sure they do your own research on copy and paste permanently. They just press a
Yeah.
button and it copies it. Do your own research, bruh. That's a cop out, man. That's a cop out. It's such a cop
I
out.
like
though,
Jeff.
isn't it?
They can write notes. Holy shit. So they've evolved.
No, flat earthers can't even draw imaginary lines.
Have you talking about drawing? Have you heard Demok on some of the Discord channels, especially on Gems?
Not on Discord, but I've encountered him on MC Tune when they do debates and stuff.
He's always banging on about people wanting people to draw things. Fuck no, I don't know where that comes from. I really don't know. But he just shouts and screams and like repeats himself over and over and over again. And he's always banging on about, can you draw this? Can you draw that? Can you draw the other? Why? And then try and pin him down as to why he wants to draw, and he won't listen. And
I know why.
Yeah, and he asks questions, but he won't allow you to answer the questions. The point is, I mean, so all it is him, while he's unmuted, he screams and shouts and all the rest of it, screams questions at you, and then he gets muted again because he won't shut up.
Yeah,
But he's always banging
cursing
about
at you.
What's that?
Either that or he's cursing at you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, Jim. Yeah. He's
Some
always
people don't
cursing
know
me.
how to have a discussion.
No, he definitely doesn't. But yeah, he just reminded me about drawing. He's always banging on about drawing this and drawing the other. And I thought, what the hell is that about? Why? What's the point? What does that do? You know?
Draw. Do I look like Daniel Pratt?
Yeah.
Why you want
Right.
to draw a bath?
Oh, God.
Daniel Pratt and his bath. The moon doesn't
water
affect his
heater.
bath water.
How many channels has he had now? Apparently, one of his channels got shut down again just recently, didn't he? Just like these last few weeks or something again, didn't it?
Who's?
Pratt.
Daniel Pratt.
Pratt again.
I think so. Yeah, apparently somebody was telling me. I heard it from somewhere. Somebody said, "Oh, he's had another channel shut down again." Well, because he's always spouting a whole load of racist and prejudice stuff, isn't he? He's always banging on about the Jews and that and the other, and telling people to kill themselves and things like that. He's an
That's
horrible
terrible.
man.
Yeah.
He's an horrible little.
He's really bad.
He's a nasty, horrible person.
My question, though, is: are these people like that in real life? In real life, are they running around? Not when the cameras are rolling, but are they running around telling people, the Earth ain't flat, guys? There's a dome.
If you don't believe it, go and kill yourself.
Yeah, no.
Well, do you know what I mean? Like, that's basically what they do online. So would they go up to a random person and go, "Oh, if you don't believe the Earth is flat, you're stupid, so you may as well just kill yourself"? Because that's literally what they do online to people.
Yeah, well, Pratt does, definitely. I don't know. It's hard to know because I think I think you probably got two types of people. I think that you get probably the majority of those wouldn't say half the things they say online because they're keyboard warriors, and then you get others. You think to yourself, well, maybe they do. I don't know.
My
But I mean-
biggest thing that irks me is when they say, oh, you were indoctrinated from the time you were born or the first day you went to school. You were, like the globe earth was shoved at you. I didn't have a globe earth in my classroom.
No,
I looked
neither
out.
did I. Yeah.
We had this flat map on the wall. That's what I had.
I don't even remember even having that in my classroom. To be honest with you, I don't remember a globe being in my early days of school, as I call infants and juniors and things like that, as we called it in those days. I don't remember even seeing a map or a globe ever. And I learned that kind of stuff a little bit because at a fairly early age, I got interested in the moon landings because I found in my bottom of my mum and dad's massive chest of drawers that they still got, which I thought was massive when I was like 5 or 6. I thought it was huge. There was a photo album, and at the back of the photo album was these newspaper cuttings, and I've actually got them right here. I've got my mum and dad to send them to me, and it's Life magazine and all the rest of it. So I asked my mum and dad what it was, and they told me all about it. And these astronauts landed on the moon and all the rest of it. And from that moment onward, I was transfixed, and I learned a bit about that they took me to the library and got me books about the planets and all that kind of stuff. So, and I didn't even know what NASA was, I don't think, up until maybe a little bit later on. I had no idea what NASA was. But according to them, I've learned all that from NASA. Well, actually, no. I didn't.
Also, Matt, don't you find it that they're still making the same argument about, how could they make a phone call from the White House to the moon?
Yeah.
They still, at least twice a week, I see that argument on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. That same old one. Yeah, every single time. And then the person that's posting it thinks they're the person that's found it. They're the first to know about it.
Yeah.
Or was
the first one to come up with this argument, guys? Did you think about this? No.
Oh, there's no stars in the photos, bro. Why is that, bro? Oh God! Again.
Yeah, because we only have. I don't understand. Some of them don't even realize we only have one star in our solar system.
I remember, Matt, when I was growing up, I think it was about 11, and we had a black and white TV, and they came home from school really early, and they had the moon landing there in front of our screen, big screen, whatever, big for us, being that small, and watching it, this man land on the moon. There's one small step for man and one giant leap for mankind. I think, oh man, it was absolutely mind-boggling. Yeah, so kudos to them.
Yeah, no.
I remember when I was very young, I was reading a book about the planets, and back then already, I must have been 6 or 7 years old, and they were talking about the storms on Jupiter and how, they just rage on and on and on. And now, many, many years later, you see them, now we have actual visuals. You can see it, you can point your telescope and see it in real time, and you hear that, okay, these storms have lessened the intensity over the last decades. It's absolutely amazing. We actually have visuals now. And then flat earthers or whichever other conspiracy theorist wants to say, well, these images have been pre-programmed into your telescope.
Yeah, I know. I've been hearing that recently. I know. It's amazing. Yeah.
Hey, Southern Sal, you mentioned that you had a flat Earth picture on your school
classroom
board
wall.
there.
Yeah.
Why aren't you a flat Earther then? If you've been pre-programmed.
She said flat map.
A flat map.
Yeah, I don't know. I was a stargazer since I don't know, man, 4 or 5 years old, I would just, sit outside and watch the stars move. And I never once thought that the stars were going around the earth. I always had the inkling that it must be me that is moving, with the earth, obviously. I never once thought that all these things must be going around us. It didn't make sense to think that all these things must be going around us and we are the stationary ones. And also, every time I say this, I thank flat earthers immensely, because the things I have learned in the last 4 years, I wouldn't have even bothered to learn about it if they didn't come along and spout their nonsense.
Yeah, same. Oh, yeah, I've learned a lot of things. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've learned. I knew nothing about things like atmospheric pressure and the pressure gradient and all those kinds of things before I came to this community. I really didn't.
I learned
that
that you can have a triangle with sides 1, 1, and 1, and what the internal angles are.
And I learned that what 10 to the minus 17
is a positive number.
Is a positive number. Yay!
It doesn't mean because it has a negative there that means it is a negative number.
Yes.
Oh, it's that 10 to the negative 17 tour, isn't it? They think it's a negative pressure.
Mark.
Negative pressure. No, dude.
Oh yeah, negative
What's
pressure.
his
I like
name?
that one
Mark
too.
something.
Yeah.
And
What's that?
times 0, when you time something by 0, it's not a non-event.
Oh yeah, and dividing by 0.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah, 5 divided by 0.
But I've got 5, so I should still have 5, right?
I think I even took a screenshot once. I did 5 divided by 0, and it says you cannot divide by 0.
Yeah, error.
Error, yes.
That's what I say to them as well. Put it into your calculator, dude. See what it says. Oh, but that's programmed by NASA. Blah 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 blah. Okay, well, whatever.
I'm sure
right?
calculators were around before NASA.
I think they were.
So,
I think they were. Mostly slide rules, actually. But anyway, whatever.
Maybe they should start with an abacus.
Yeah.
Well, I've just had a meme pop up on my phone. I just had this meme pop up, and it says, "With all due respect, please read this, then read it again, then teach it to your children and grandchildren." And it says, "History is not there for you to like or dislike. It is there for you to learn from it. And if it offends you, even better, because then you are less likely to repeat it. It's not yours to erase or destroy."
That's true.
How freaking true is that?
Yeah, that's very good. Can you post that into
and
Discord somewhere?
One thing we cannot erase is Ptolemy's 13 volumes of his observations, where he really thought that the earth was round, but the earth is stationary and all the objects go around the earth, and he drew volumes upon volumes of his observations.
But Ptolemy was a paid Nestor.
Probably back in the 1000s, in the 10th century, in the 11th century.
It's like
there was NASA.
It's like the Christian church being back in the BBC.
In the BBC.
in BC, not BBC, in BC.
Oh,
BC.
Yeah, Christian church, BBC.
Maybe they would have done better if they were at the BBC, but I heard that the BBC also lost its reputation, so maybe not so much. Oh no, Ptolemy was in the 1st century, not the 10th century. So like 2,000 years ago already, he knew that the earth is round, not flat. And then he started basing his observations on a round stationary earth.
Did he account for the ether?
No, because the ether doesn't exist. That's why I love Michelson-Morley's experiments. because those guys knew that the earth is round. They were testing to see if the earth is moving through a medium. The medium
Yeah,
they
the ether.
named the ether. But they found that there is no drag on the earth's motion. The earth is in motion, and there is no drag on the earth's motion. And flat earthers misrepresent that thing so badly, you got to wonder if they have any comprehension skills.
But flat earthers don't understand stuff, so there we go.
Oh, also, Matt, when you were saying that guy said, "Can you draw? Can you draw?" I think he must be like one of those guys that uses like AutoCAD or, one of those engineering.
Oh, no, definitely not. No, he does not have the intelligence. Trust me. Think of a knuckle dragging Neanderthal caveman, and that would be Demok.
We're lucky
No,
he understands a piece of butcher block paper and crayons.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. No,
But
no,
he
there's
eats
no way
the
Demok would
crayons.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
he's not
yeah.
drawing with it; he's eating the crayons.
Yeah.
He tries to
can't
turn the
even-
butcher
he
block
can't even-
paper into a dress.
He can't even advance to the whiteboard area where Lindsay is.
Yeah, no, he
good
couldn't.
night.
No, he couldn't. He wouldn't be able to cope with that. No way. No, Demok is just he's no. He doesn't got the brains for that kind of stuff. No way. He just wants everybody to draw stuff for some bizarre reason. I don't know why. What it's supposed to prove or disprove.
Maybe I don't know, scale and distance, because we know fluffs and some other conspiracy types have a big problem with scale and distance.
Yeah. Do you know what as well? The other thing as well that you say flirts don't understand stuff, right? That might be the case with maybe I'm gonna stick my neck out and say 50%, but the other 50% do understand this stuff, but they're pretending they don't because it doesn't suit their narrative. I honestly think that they really do, because if you like, for example, you take Bev, for example, right? You can have a debate with him, or you can have a conversation with him on Discord or on YouTube and all the rest of it, and you can go into full fine detail about the simplest things, and you think to yourself, there's no way he doesn't understand that. There's no way he could not possibly understand that. I'll give you an example, right? Bev was on with I Can Science That, that channel?
Yeah.
That guy? And
Yeah.
at one point, they were talking about the Bedford level experiment. Right. Now, for those of you who don't know what it is, it's really simple. There's nothing complicated about it at all. Okay, so for those of the uninitiated, basically what it was, this guy did an experiment in Bedford in England. And we got in those parts of the world, we've got these long canals, right? So you've got this nice long stretch of flat water. Let's say flat water. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. You know. So and it's about so between these bridges, there's about 4 miles. So what he did was he put this marker on the bridge, with basically it's a black and white marker, and about halfway along the canal, after about 2 miles, he put this other marker on the same height as these other 2 markers, right in the middle of the water after about 2 miles. And then he went back onto this other bridge and used and lined up everything, all the rest of it. So you could actually tell whether there's curvature, and he proved curvature. Such a simple experiment, so simple. My 11-year-old lad could understand it. But he, for some reason, he was refusing, almost like he would not understand it. He was refusing to understand it. There's no way nobody could not understand that experiment. It's so simple, as I just explained it. Because if there was no curvature, the marker would be higher. But obviously, because there is curvature, the marker was lower than the 2 marks on the bridge. And it's as simple as that. But that's what I know for sure, that there's some flat earthers out there that do understand these things, but they're not going to say that they do, because it destroys their narrative completely.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
But that is so disingenuous, so dishonest.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
It's
And
so
Bev's-
dishonest.
And Bev's been caught out in lies many, 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 many times because of that. And he refuses to say whether he thinks the Earth is flat or not. He says he's not a flat earther, but he's been caught out many times, actually. And I've actually got some screenshots that other people took some screenshots of him saying that the Earth is flat. But then if you get him into a conversation, he will refuse to say whether he's a flat earther or not. And he is. He is a flat earther.
He's not the only one who says that. I think it's not.
Oh, yeah.
It's what's his name? His name's escaped my tongue. But
yeah, there's lots of saying that. Yeah, they're all jumping on that bandwagon now. They're all starting to say, "Oh no, I'm not a flat earther," because what that does is, as we all know, it shifts the burden of proof. So they don't they can just sit there and say, "No, it's not that. We don't know what it is, but it's not a globe." That's easy.
I hate that argument.
Yeah.
I hate that argument. I tell you what is happening, and you say, no. I don't think that's what's happening. I don't know what's happening, but that is not it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so they don't have to come up with an alternative. It's just lazy, and it's easy to do that. Anybody could.
It's the same with the religious folk. The religious folks do the exact same thing.
Sometimes they do, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Heat Shields just said, M2M, you just had me imagining a flurf trying to figure out a design and production office, chewing on a welding filler rod while Googling how to draw boobs with a Sharpie duct taped to a CNC mill.
Okay, that's funny.
Yeah, that's good.
That's something you really don't want caught in your head, isn't it?
He should. I'm going to steal that quote. I'm sorry. I need to copy it.
Yeah, I'm also going to screenshot
it. Oh dear. That's so true as well.
But how much negativity are they adding to society, though? They could have been doing something constructive with their lives, not this negativity all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
But I think that's what a lot of them just get off on is, I know that Jem in the last, like 5 odd years that I've been up there, or, been in Jem's, when I first started going up there, Jem would be in there every now and again, but he didn't sort of get as involved as he does now. And I mean, he goes in first thing in the morning and he had Boomer used to call it his morning cardio. He'd go up for Jem's morning cardio, which is our evening, and about this time Jem's getting out of bed and he gets up and goes, and he just yells at people. And I always tell people Jem's is great when you're really pissed off about something. You can go up there and find some idiot to just yell at, because it is so packed with idiots that there'll be someone you can yell at and let all your frustrations out on. Jem does it on a regular basis in the mornings, in the English mornings.
Yeah.
And I just think that he's going to do himself an injury one day. He's going to just pop a blood vessel or something.
Sure.
But I think it does you good sometimes, though, to let out a bit of steam. Just like when I go on there, I've been, these recent months that I've been going on there, people just say, no, with your heart condition, you need to be careful. You need to be careful and all the rest of it as well. But it kind of it used to do me good. I used to go in there and shout at some people and stuff. And it's good. It's good way of venting. But I don't, people think I'm getting angry, but I'm actually not. I'm really not getting angry at all. It's just how I sort of talk about things sometimes, and you vent your spleen.
Yeah.
And stuff. That's bullshit. What the fuck are you talking about? La, 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 la. That's better. I've got to have something to eat now.
That is not how that works.
It was good though. It is true. I love it. I like it like that. But I only go on there when it starts, when it's not becoming fun anymore. I leave, and I've just recently left again. And probably in a few months, I'll probably go back again as well, and maybe sort of like poke a bit of fun. But it was just getting to the point where you're getting some people on there were just being so disingenuous and lying and dishonest and acting like an idiot. You think, nah, time to leave.
Yeah, I just stick them down in a folder for a little while.
Yeah,
it's do not go to file for a while.
Yeah.
Do not go to the file for a while.
Yeah, don't go to that file for a while. crocodile.
I know what she means by that. I know what she means by that. Exactly. Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
deal with that. I'll deal with that another time. Put it in one of the little folders at the, somewhere else. Yeah.
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 And then you go back to it and think, what the fuck does that mean? Why did I put them in that folder?
Yeah.
Shit,
what
did I do? Yeah, why is that there?
What is it?
I hate it when you
When you
clean up
look at
shit and you
it-
forget where you put things and why you put them there.
But
It doesn't
when
matter
Then
what
you
part
click
of it.
on it and you
you
figure
realize,
out,
oh,
that's
fuck,
why.
that's why I put it there. Stay
Well,
away
I'm
from
terrible. I'm terrible because I name things like my crap and other shit and, other crap and, my shit. And it's all sort of got the same sort of sounding name. So I've got to search through for the crap that I wanted or the shit that I wanted to find.
Oh,
Because it could be in like 5 or 6 different folders because they're all named my shit and other crap.
Yeah. Is it crap or is it shit? Which is it? I don't know. Which
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
I think you need to be a little bit more specific. I think with your.
I've started dating them, but even that isn't narrowing things down anymore. My crap on the 22nd. Well, what the fuck happened on the 22nd that I crapped on about?
And
Categorize it
which
into a
month?
subject matter.
Today's only the 23rd.
Yeah. Yeah, when I say 22nd, it's your 21st anyway. Because you're all in the
What month was
past.
that?
And which month and year also.
And sorry, Sal?
I'm saying you got to find out which month and year because you just say 22nd, but you
Oh, yeah.
not say, which month or whatever.
Oh, well, exactly. That's how I get confused. I confuse myself because that's just the kind of person I am. I confuse everyone around me and myself most of all.
No, you don't confuse me. You don't confuse me.
I only get confused on technology. If I stick to the good old pad and pen, I'm okay. I do take good notes.
I'm the same. Yeah, I thought I knew technology before I came into this community, and then I realised I really don't. I really don't.
I
understand
still
technology.
don't.
Yeah, mine
I
is just
don't.
keep tell me which button to press and I'll be okay.
Yeah,
If you-
that's,
I'm
that's as
surprised.
simple as I like it too. Yeah, just tell me which button to press at what time to press it, and I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm surprised I can even start a live stream, because it's complicated as hell for me. I'm
Yeah.
terrible at this stuff.
I
Tell
quit
me
doing
to
live
make a
shows.
video.
Yeah, I quit.
know.
I quit doing live streams a long time ago, and the main reason to doing it is because of sound issues. Sound is a freaking enigma to me. It was a pain in the butt, and I didn't understand it. And then I think I was trying to get. There was Dick Dawson was getting frustrated with me one time as well because he was trying to get my my sound sorted out and stuff like that with a new gizmo he's trying to get me to install. And I was getting so confused with different files and put this here and put that there and all the rest of it. And he was getting frustrated, I could tell. And I was thinking to myself, I really don't understand any of this shit. I really don't. So, why am I bothering?
You can just jab away. Don't worry about anything. You just, tell me what to do and I'll probably won't be able to do it still.
Yeah,
you
'cause
were getting frustrated with Dick. Can you imagine how frustrated he is with me right now?
No, he was getting frustrated with me. Well, I was getting frustrated with him because he didn't understand what I was saying, and I didn't understand.
Yeah,
most of
he
what
doesn't
was
even
saying.
let me talk. He's just like, shut up, listen, and do what I tell you. I'm like, yeah, but I just want to know. Can you go back 3 steps because I missed what you said. 3 steps. I'm sorry. You're going too quick for me. Which button did you say 3 steps ago to press? I missed it.
I was the same. I was exactly the same.
And then he's going, no. You just listen. And I'm like, yeah, but I missed it. I'm back 3 steps ago and I don't know what to do. And if I hit that button, will it fuck it up? Because that's the first thing I say to Dick. Will I fuck it up? If I press the button, will I fuck it up? And he's like, no, you cannot fuck this up. So, of course, then it gets to a point where, what the fuck have you done? How the fuck have you done that? Well, how the fuck do I know? You told me to press the button.
Yeah, but
Do you know what I mean?
Did you press
It's
the
like, and
correct
he's like,
button?
how the fuck did that happen? Well, you're the technology dude. How am I meant to know how that shit happens? So he's got to go, well, now I've got to go do fucking research to find out what the fuck you did. I'm like, okay, Dick. So I'll talk to you again tomorrow. So, see, technology fucking hates me and no one believes me. They'll go, oh, no, don't be silly. You're just scared of it. Well, I have a good reason to be scared of it because it doesn't fucking like me. It hates me. And
Well,
no
the way-
one believes me. It's not fair.
I don't have a fear. I don't have a fear of technology. What it is that I tell myself, well, what's the worst that's going to happen? I'll fuck something up, but it's not going to hurt me, and I'll make somebody frustrated. That's the worst that's going to happen.
I'll have fucking flames coming out of it. Trust me. I've had flames coming out of all sorts of appliances that shouldn't be able to have flames coming out of them. I've blown up. Look, I've had flames coming out of a washing machine.
What?
I have
How?
blown up a fridge. I've blown up brand new TVs. I'm talking less than a week old. I've had fucking the whole thing go kablooey on me. How did I get a washing machine to? Well, it not only did it have fire coming out of it, it was also there was a waterfall out of the back steps as well at the same time.
God.
So I not only flooded the place, but I also caught it on fire as well. I'm fucking so proud of myself. So technology fucking hates me, and I don't care what anyone else says. It does. I went down to the shop to use, you wave your card at the machine and it's supposed to just, do your card thingy. Well, no, I went down to pay for something and no, my card wouldn't work. And I'm thinking, why the fuck won't my card work? So I went down to the shop, another shop down, and I did it at their shop. Yep, worked fine. Okay, well, I'll get some cash out at the same time. Went back up. There had been someone else in the shop. It had worked for them. I went, waved my card over. It still wouldn't fucking work. It only wouldn't work for me. Worked to every other fucking person except me. You tell me technology doesn't love me. I tell you. I could go on about how much technology loves me all night just about. But I'm not because Sal wants to go to bed. Wants me to go to bed.
Technology was loving you that day, Mippet. It didn't want you to spend that money.
Yeah, obviously.
Exactly, Jim. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I've drawn to the conclusion, Mippet. Stay away from technology. Just don't mess with it. Yeah, I think that's fair enough for you. Just don't go near it. Just don't do technology. Just leave it alone.
I know.
But then, how will we get onto the internet?
Well, she can do just about do that. That's fine. Just don't make it any more technology than is necessary. How about that?
Yeah, when something happens, I just pass it on to my hubby and I say, here, this thing is happening. See what's happening. I don't know.
I've got all these kids and unfortunately my grandkids aren't old enough yet to tell me how to fix it because I'm sure they'll be whizzes when they get older.
Yeah.
But my kids are like, I don't know. I'm like, well, you fucking work in IT. Why don't you know? I don't know. I know how to play games and I know how to do my job, but I don't actually know how to do IT stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, fucking what use are you then? I mean, my son literally works for a data company, Datacom, that does all sorts of data shit on computers. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, but I mean, all he understands is how to put that data on the computer. That's it. Anything beyond that, he probably doesn't understand any of it. And I think that's fair enough. You don't need to necessarily understand every piece of technology you use, right? It's nice to sometimes.
Well, that's good because I was going to say I'm glad that you don't have to know, what you're using to use it because I wouldn't be here if you didn't know how to. If you did have to know how to use it.
Yeah.
Did you have trouble with your VHS there, Mippet, when you first got it?
My what? My VHS?
Yeah.
Oh my God! How many years ago was that? Holy shit!
I was going to say
in the 1980s, didn't it?
Actually, I'm pretty sure that my daughter's got my VHS player. and all the videotapes. She inherited those when I moved in here.
Yeah.
So, yes, I still did have one for many years.
Then the CD player, and now we're all using the what do you call them? USB sticks.
Oh, not even that. I have
I've still
YouTube
got-
Music.
Yeah, I've
I don't
still got
even
a
have to do
DVD
anything
player.
else.
Don't use it very often.
I don't think I've put my DVD player on for maybe like 2 years.
Yeah, mine's not actually
Same.
plugged in and set up.
Yeah,
At the
same.
moment.
Oh,
Like,
it's
I don't-
plugged in and set up. I just haven't put it on.
I think the likes of Netflix and various companies like that have kind of like killing off the CD player now. I think DVD player, I should say. Sorry. Yeah. I can't remember. But when Nina, when was the last time we played the DVD? Could be years, isn't it? And all the DVDs you've got and stuff like that, it's got to be a couple of years we haven't watched a DVD. It's like all on Netflix, isn't it? And Amazon Prime and stuff, isn't it? Yeah. She's just saying, it's got to be a couple of years we've watched a DVD. No, use the bloody thing.
yeah, I've got some really good old stuff on DVD that you just cannot find on the streaming services.
Yeah, same. I mean, Nina, you've got boxes of stuff upstairs, haven't you? DVDs, literally. You know those those plastic tubs you get. The big plastic things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same. All
Got
stored
two
in
or three.
those.
Giant
Two or three of
albums.
those. Yeah.
Those albums also. Back in the day, I used to have an album full of the DVDs, but now I don't even bother. I
Yeah.
barely even watch TV anymore. Like,
No, I don't watch
Yeah.
TV anymore. Yeah, it's Netflix really. That's about the height of it on the TV, but that's not live TV. We don't watch live TV anymore. I haven't done it for years. Mostly because we have to pay for a TV license here. It's just
we
ridiculous.
too.
Oh, do you?
Us
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really can't
Hey,
understand
doesn't the
that.
station
Man. I
have to pay
mean,
for a license?
yeah, it's
TV
weird.
license.
What's that,
No,
Jim?
Why?
doesn't the station have to pay for a license in order to broadcast?
Well,
Mhm.
I think what it is was because the BBC initially were they were the first TV company, obviously in the UK. So initially, I think they were government funded, but then they decided that it needed to be an organisation on its own and stand on its own financially. So what they decided to do was an act of Parliament. They had the licensing act. So you had to have a license in order to receive BBC television, and that's how it all kind of stemmed. But it turns out now that obviously the rest of the other companies that came along, when you had like ITV and Channel 4 that came along and things like that, they get their revenue from advertising. So people are now, it's just that people are now refusing to pay their TV license, mostly because it's crap, but also because more recently, when you had the Jim Savile thing all came out, and they found that the BBC were clear evidence of them covering it all up, and all the rest of it. So people are refusing to pay. But the main reason why I don't watch it is because it's just a load of shit. Mostly, it's just rubbish.
Mostly,
It's no really
yes.
decent TV in the most part. You get the odd program, or maybe like the World Cup or something like that, or some sports and stuff. But other than that, it's just absolute shit. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, I
So
see.
why bother?
Even in South Africa, they took away all the soapies, like Days of Our Lives and The Bold and the
Oh, God, of
Beautiful.
course.
And if
Oh, the
those
soapies
were
went away
on,
because
I
they didn't get
would
renewed.
watch them.
Right.
No, man, they lost their contracts. These people who had the contract to broadcast those shows, they
Yeah, a lot of
weren't.
those- A lot of those channels, a lot of those shows that you're talking about originate here in the States. They're
yeah.
not even on here
Yeah, why not?
because
They're
they
so
didn't
horrible.
get renewed.
Like the show is completely ended.
Yes, they're gone.
Oh,
That's why you're not
Wow.
getting the soaps. Not because they weren't, they're not in syndication to you. They're just not being produced.
so they just gave up on like 50, 60 years of,
Yes.
Wow.
It's hard to believe they gave up on that much tradition, but yeah, they did.
Wow. And the traditions that they are starting off with now are so horrible. Like,
Yeah, I don't.
I can't.
I don't watch broadcast TV.
No, me either. Not anymore.
I
But
don't
as-
mind following a soap every now and again because, you know, I don't have any drama in my own life. So, gotta find some drama somewhere.
Oh,
This is why we watch flirt videos, isn't it?
I'm sure that we can find some drama for you to deal with, Sal.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
yeah,
give
bound
you
to be
some of
drama
mine,
somewhere.
baby.
Oh God, yeah, same here. I got dramas in my life as well at the moment. Me and my missus. I was saying to my missus last night, I said, let's just run away to a cave somewhere and just fuck the rest of the world. It's just like, get lost, go away, leave us alone. We'll run away.
Wow.
She
Well,
turned
that's
around,
why I
looked you
lock
in the
my
eye, and
door
said,
and
"How
keep
are we
my
gonna do
blinds
that from a
down."
cave?"
What was that, Jin? Sorry.
And then she turned, looked you in the eye, and says, "How are we going to do that from a cave?"
Well, a cave with Wi-Fi. As long as it's got Wi-Fi, I'll be all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I have
Never
Wi-Fi on
mind the
computer.
running water.
Yeah, don't worry
Wi-Fi
about
is
that.
the thing.
Yeah,
in an
as long
indoor
as- no-
latrine,
Yeah, don't need food, don't need water. as
and
long as
a
it's got
nice
Wi-Fi,
soft
I'm happy.
bed.
Yeah, and a nice soft
The
bed.
internet will sustain you, baby.
Yeah, well, no, actually, you don't need a soft bed. You can make a soft bed out of natural stuff. That's not a problem. That's okay. That's fine. Just can't Wi-Fi. So as long as I take Wi-Fi with me, I'll live in a cave. That's fine. You know those.
You
You
got
know
Wi-Fi,
those.
you can buy what you need.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
You just need those paper cups with the long string there, Matt.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Sure, we could probably do Wi-Fi with that.
What's the baud rate on
Worked
a
back
paper cup and
then.
string?
Well, Boomer's been using that for years.
That's why his
Two-
connection is so bad.
2 tin cans and a piece of string.
Somebody should tell him we moved on from that.
Well, to be fair, he
We
lives
are
out in the
now
middle of
into
fucking Uni whoop
wireless.
whoop, so
Yeah, but we are now into wireless connections.
yeah, but he still lives out in the middle of Uni whoop whoop.
Who's that? Who?
Boomer.
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 All right. Okay.
Yeah, okay, Boomer from Blackrock.
Yeah. Well, that's the same with Sarcastic Barmer as well. He's had bad internet ever since I've known him. This doesn't got any better. I think that's the advantage of living in a large town or a city. I mean, I'm glad to say I live in a fairly large town, so we've got fiber optic broadband, so I can get anything up to like 300, 400 meg easily if I wanted to. I don't, but
I'm in the middle of nowhere, but
Oh, yeah.
I was very fortunate to get.
Oh, we lost you. So
Yeah, that'd be right. She's telling us all about her wacky do bloody Wi-Fi and what happens if fucking her network
Drops
drops out.
Oh, the irony.
Oh, that was funny. Sorry, Sally, you there?
There is.
Are you there, Sal? We can't hear you if you're talking. We've lost you. Oh, that's yeah,
Oh,
better
no.
timing. Sal, we can't hear you. Because she can't disconnect, can she? She can't close this down.
She's not disconnected.
You got Terry's stream coming up in about half an hour, Matt.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I forgot about Terry. Yeah.
Yeah, we probably should start wrapping it up here anyway.
Oh, she's
Oh,
gone.
she's gone.
Oh no! Is that her? Can she get back on again? She should be able to. shouldn't
Yeah,
she?
she should be. Oh, I don't know actually.
Because if she's hosting it, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
We'll get a message from her on Discord in a minute.
I probably will. Oh, she's typing to me right now.
No.
She'll probably say, "Okay, wrap it up."
Shut it down.
All right.
What's she saying to you?
Poor thing. She's just typing. Hang on, it's coming. It's coming.
I
Lost
reset
my
my
internet
Wi-Fi router.
connection. I was lagging a bit. Sorry.
Oh, that was funny.
She's- That's so fucking ironic. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, I'm glad to say my Wi-Fi's so good. Bing.
Yeah, I wonder
Well,
why I
then.
went back to a wired connection.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey, Jen, what part of America
We
you
all
live
love
in,
internet here.
Jen?
Internet's just so enjoyable. Yay. Well, I think we should start wrapping it up. Sid, as our lovely lady host has decided to disappear. I shall whiz around our little room here.
Do a round
We'll
table.
say, Jin, seeing as you were first in, you can. Oh, she's back. No, she's
she's not.
Okay. Jin, how did you find this a bit of craziness this evening? Oh, we got a picture of her and she's just gone again. Okay. Jin, did you enjoy yourself for the last couple of hours of this craziness?
I have. And I must say, as the death of satyrs, I was not responsible for termination of a connection. I only do satyrs.
Liar.
Sorry.
Lies. I think it was.
Oh my God.
You have a sharp
She's
sight.
in the bundu needs to move to Josie. Yes, Greg. Gregory. God. All right. Jin. Okay, who else? We've got My Mum Bakes Cakes.
It was fun.
What are
and
your thoughts?
Great to hear from the girls again, and from Matt, and from Jen. Great show again. And here she is. Or maybe not, but yeah, I enjoyed myself. Thank you very much.
Excellent. And are you back, Sal?
I am. I'm sorry. As I was bragging about my Wi-Fi, I just got cut off. You have lost your whole signal, but I still have the Wi-Fi on my phone. It just lost on the laptop. And then I was a check. Oh, I'm frozen.
We were going, Jin. We were going, Sal, are you there, Sal? It's like,
So I think it's ironic that it was lost as I was bragging about it, though. That's karma for me. Oh my goodness. See if I brag about something ever again.
Well, we've said good night to Jin and to My Mum Bakes Cakes so far.
Good night. Good night, darlings. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
It was fun, Sal.
Well,
Ditto.
okay, and Matt.
Oh, she's gone again.
No, that was My Mum Bakes Cakes. Said good night and dropped. So
yeah, it's been
Matt.
fun.
I am Southern Sal, hey, not My Mum Bakes Cakes.
Jesus. Don't you just love confusion? We are so good.
Talking about that, that's what my pet started with, you guys. She asked, why is there confusion?
Why did God create confusion?
Yeah, why did God create confusion? And here we are.
Well, I'm always confused, so there's nothing.
I know. I'm never ending, not confused.
Yeah, same. Yeah, it's been fun. I'll have to come again if I'm invited. Yeah, been fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What time do you usually start? Is this a regular thing you do now, or?
Well, it's regularly irregular.
Irregular, yes.
Irregular.
Yes. It's our shtick.
It's a bit like the shills and the pub chat. You just come on and just talk about anything and everything. It's fun. I like it. Yeah.
Stevie B. Hi,
you, darling. Bye. How are you? Hi.
Sneaking in the back door. I don't know, cheeky people. But anyway, Sal, I'm going to say good night as well. And
Thank you guys so much for being here with me. It's been my weekend off, so I decided to rope me pet in to have a live stream with me. And I really appreciate all you guys joining us.
It's been a fun night.
Yeah. It's the middle of the day for me. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, I've got a ferret who's eating dinner, so it's nighttime here.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Sal.
Pleasure. Bye.
See you guys in the chat. Bye.
Bye.
All right, I'm off to bed.